These days, a cover representation of a music has been reduced to just a piece of paper in a crystal case, isn't it? I mean, a vinyl cover was something really tangible and aesthetic. You could actually hold it in your hands, you could feel the texture. It was it was like a painting, it was the size of a painting. To me, the cover's part of the piece. You know, the music on the CD or the record or whatever it is part of the presentation, and the other part of the presentation is the artwork. I've never really considered the two to be separate. I've never understood why some musicians are happy to make a great record and then put it in a sort of functional piece of shit sleeve, you know, like the Benz or OK Computer. Great records, shit sleeves. Such a disappointment. And visually, so many artists just don't seem to give a shit about the way their art's presented. I've never understood that. You know, I grew up in a time when it was all vinyl. And you know, when you were listening to the records, you were kind of, you were reading the credits, you were kind of feeling the texture of the paper and the card, and you were kind of just, you know, holding the thing. It was pouring over it, you know, absorbing everything you could. And CDs kind of did away with all that. CDs kind of reduced music to the level of software instead of art. And I think that's the problem. And to be fair, CDs have got a lot better. You know, for 10 years or so, they were just so functional. And I think now there's a kind of trend back towards, a movement back towards packaging and a more visual aesthetic with the way music is presented. I think partly because people are beginning to realise that unless you give people something nice visually, they're just going to download it. There's no reason to buy a CD unless you give them something that they really feel they want to own. Yeah, what next? Now, of course, you've got many people who are listening to music and their visual companion to that is a little icon on an iPod screen.